in Film and Arts.
How we doing? Okay, Ronnie, here we go.
Yeah.
The opener.
3, 4. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Hi, this is Ronnie Wood.
The Ronnie Wood Show.
Just me and my guitar. Nicely in tune.
This is the soundtrack to Ronnie Wood's rock and roll life.
Yeah. Are you ready?
This is the Ronnie Wood Show.
Hey, hey, hi there, and welcome to the show. Hey, Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? The owl fell over. Yeah, welcome to the show. I'm going to kick things off from 1978, album of the same name, the Rolling Stones, soon to be released again. The album Some Girls and the song Some Girls.
Some girls give money, some girls buy clothes.
Coming up today, I've got some great music, some great stories, and a very special guest, Ian Mclagan.
Some girls give me dimes, some girls heart attacks. Some girls I give all my bread to. I don't ever wanna die.
Yeah, the Stones and Some Girls. You'll hear a guy that Mick found busking on the streets of Paris on the harmonica. His name is Sugar Blue. And, yeah, very talented player. You could give that guy a harmonica in one key and tell him to join in the song in any key from A to G, and he would bend it on that same harmonica. The only other person I've met who's like that is Stevie Wonder. Then he has a chromatic. And I believe that Sugar Blue plays a chromatic as well when he wants to. That's a real difficult instrument to handle. It's like driving a helicopter and playing a pedal steel at the same time. Mind you, they're pretty similar operations. I'm going to play you a song that I co-wrote with Jeff Beck, Tony Newman, and Nicky Hopkins, the late great piano player. Nicky Hopkins, who played the piano on Imagine for John Lennon. And he played on many of the great Rolling Stones tracks, including the wonderful piano at the end of You Can't Always Get What You Want. This song called Rice Pudding from the Jeff Beck Group. Give this a listen. Thanks. Shades of Led Zeppelin. They were always in the audience when we did lots of gigs in the Beck Group. One of the great honours that Jeff had when he was first starting after the Yardbirds, or during the Yardbirds days, was when he went to Chicago with Buddy Guy. Met him at the airport, and he was so honoured with that, you know, because he, like most guitarists, idolised Buddy Guy. Buddy Guy was king of the Chicago blues playing guitar style, which famously got him off to a start with Muddy Waters, a song that we used to love to listen to and actually put in our set list. Let Me Love You, Baby was by Buddy Guy. I'm going to play that to you right now.
Now, baby, when you walk, you know you're shaking like a rubber tree. Now, baby, when you walk, you know you're shaking like a rubber tree. There's a girl like you, I would love to make a fool of me. Let me love you,
Ah, that was really sweet, wasn't it? Buddy Guy, what a beautiful solo. And that was Chicago. Now let's move down to Louisiana. When we were in Storyville in New Orleans, I had the great fortune of playing alongside Ray Charles, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Fats Domino, all on the same stage, doing Gumbo Soup, or whatever the name of the song was. Yeah, I was in Fats's trailer, and he said to me, "Does my tie match my shoes?" And I said, "Yeah, I think it does, Fats. It looks pretty nice to me." And we all went back to his house afterwards for Gumbo. And that's when I was sitting next to Jerry Lee Lewis, and he said to me, "You know Ray Charles can see, don't you?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, he knows where everybody is in the room." And I said, "Well, that's that extra sense that the blind people develop." And he said, No. He said, "I was the Hall of Fame with him," and he said, Don and Phil Everly walked in, and he said, "Hi, Don, hi, Phil," and he said he had no idea where they were in the room. Anyway, getting back to Fats, I want to play you Ain't That a Shame, because it was 1955 million seller.
Me cry when you said goodbye.
Fats used to feed all the homeless people. They used to be queuing outside his house, and once he had his jewellery stolen, which meant the world to him, all of his diamonds and all his domino-shaped stuff that he had. He went into a depression for a couple of weeks. And then some of the local hoods got together with the guy that had done the theft. And they had a word with him, and they said, "You can't steal from the fat man, you know, you've got to return his jewellery." So, sure enough, Fats heard the doorbell go one day and went to the door, and a plastic bag full of all of the missing stuff was back. And he immediately sprung out of his depression. Yeah, okay, Fats, okay, that's nice.
You can stay in the dark, brother. You can stay in the dark. Oh, you can stay in the dark, sister. You can stay in the dark. You can stay in the dark, brother. You can stay in the dark. Oh, you can stay in the dark, brother. You can stay in the dark. I go for the African doctor just to play a part for me, and he told me that that's an easy thing to do. He told me we don't need no relation, we don't want no relation, we don't need no relation, we don't need no relation, we don't need no relation, we don't want no
Doctor, a very good doctor. Dr. Lester, a very good doctor. Yeah, Toots and Maytals. I lived in LA, I remember when that came out. Yeah!
Enter the musical mind of Ronnie Wood.
It's a song that I wrote with George Harrison from my album 1974. And the song is Far East Man. I met a few people up in Hoxton the other day, and they went, "Hey, man, yeah." The guy had some bongos in his hand, and he said, "We're just about to play Far East Man." He said, "Well, I've had that song on my mind for ages," and we all started singing it in the street. So George actually made a version of this and put it on his Dark Horse label, but I think this is the best version.
Who your friends really are, but I won't let it down.
He spent 18 hours giving me vocal lessons. And John Rousseau from Cat Stevens was on the keyboards, along with Mac, Andy Newmark and Willie Weeks, drums and bass. you can hear George's voice in the background, even though his publishers wouldn't allow him to be credited as singing on the album. I had to sing his parts for him, but he's still little bits of George that are unmistakable.
All these ups and those downs makes me question what love is. Is it a lie or worthwhile? I can't let you down. Gotta do what I can. I won't let it drown.
Hey, award winner, how are you? You get an idea of the Ronnie Wood show on the radio, you know? How are you? Welcome to the show. We got Ian Mclagan, aka Mac.
Aka Belts here?
No, also known as Mac. Yeah, welcome to the show, radio listeners.
Yeah, nice to be here, Ronnie.
So Mac's fresh in from Texas, and we're fresh from the Cornbury Festival. Did you enjoy that, Mac?
It was fantastic. You were great, Ronnie. How was I?
Oh, you were fantastic, Mac. How could I
Thank
not
you.
say
Finally,
that?
some acclaim.
Just rattle your jewelry.
It was great, though. To see 12-year-olds singing along some of those songs I don't even know the lyrics to. It's
Pretty
damn
good, huh? Yeah. And little Mickey Hucknall was very good, wasn't he?
Big old lovely Mickey Hucknall and Glenn Matlock, fantastic. Jesse Wood.
Yeah.
And, of course, Kenny Jones. We only forgot to mention Kenny.
Yeah, but he's been on my radio show. That means with you, Mac, I've got a complete set. I've had everybody in the band on the show now.
That's fantastic.
Because we've been waiting for Mac to get in from Texas, everybody out there in Radio Land, and now he's here. I'm going to just bump the show off. Excuse the pun, because that's the name of Mac's other band, is the Bump Band. But I'm just going to bump this show off with a favourite of mine I turned Mac onto many years ago, and it's by a woman, I've never heard of her before or since. Her name is Betty James, and this song is called Little Mixed Up, and it's absolutely
Fantastic.
funky. You listen to the drummer on this as well as the guitar, and her voice, oh, forget about it. Here we go, Little Mixed Up.
Beautiful.
You said you love me, never said goodbye, but I know now that
Just what a lie,
Little mixed up.
mixed up about you. Yeah, little mixed up.
I don't know what to do.
You said you love me, give me stars up above. I told your daddy I had all your love. The mixed up about you.
Yeah, just a little mixed up, darling, I don't know.
What to do.
Yeah, machine gun ending there. Love it. And having Mac on the show today is pretty fitting to play a Small Faces song to introduce Mac.
One that I'm not on, but it's their first hit. This was the one that my dad was watching them on Ready, Steady, Go, and he said, Ian, look at these guys, these are great. He said, look at that bloke, pointed at Ronnie Lane. He said, he looks just like you. A few months later, I was in the band.
Fantastic. And this is what Mac watched.
Sing a song now. What you gonna do? Oh, yeah. What you gonna do? Tell the truth.
Ever since '69, Ronnie Wood and I have played Faces, New Barbarians, Stones, a couple of tours. He's been on every one of my albums except the last one. I've been on every one of his albums. He's always kept me in his pocket, and I like that. I love Ronnie.
And Mac, what are your memories from that First Step album?
Well, actually, I'm thinking of that, and I'm remembering us rehearsing at the Stones Bermondsey, the rehearsal room downstairs.
Yeah, well,
I can
Stu
smell
used to
that
give us
room.
He used to give us that free space, because we had no money, did we?
We had no money. I remember like rehearsing that down there. I could smell the carpet. You know, that damp room.
Do you remember that little pub along the road from there?
I do. What did they used to say?
They used to say, good customers, all shorts. Yeah, because the few pennies that we did have, we'd buy doubles.
Yeah.
Double
brandy and gingers.
Brandies, yeah.
Every day you're with Ronnie, there's something funny happens. And his mum was the sweetest person. She goes, hello, Mac, you all right? Hello, Mac. Ronnie said that I was her favourite. I mean, I don't know how I could be her favourite over Ronnie, but of the faces, she liked me.
Yeah, welcome back to the show. This is Ronnie, and that was Faces' Wicked Messenger, a song written by Bob Dylan in 1967. Yeah, while we got Mac here, let's play something from Mac's Bump Band.
Never Say Never album.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the song you're going to pick?
Well, I thought it was nice to play a rocker. There's a few ballads on the album, but I'm Hot, You're Cool is kind of rocking.
Okay, let's hear Ian Mclagan and the Bump Band, I'm Hot, You're Cool.
I give you all my loving.
Sound like Jerry Lee Lewis.
That's what that's my old upright at home.
I give you all my kisses and all the cash I got. You misuse me, blame it for a fool. We got nothing in common, 'cause when I'm hot, you're cool. One of these mornings, you'll wake up and find me gone. I'll be 200 miles from here and going strong.
You know, Glyn mixed the album.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like an old Faces, man. I shall hand little Walter Jacobs over to you, Mac.
Well, little Walter Jacobs was the finest harp player ever born.
Yeah, little Walter is the man on the
He's the
harp,
man,
yeah.
Duke and all those, and My
Yeah.
Babe and everything. And he became so famous. He was like bigger than Muddy for a while. And so he left Muddy's band, and that's when James Cotton came in. James Cotton lives in Austin, Texas right now.
Really?
He's singing with my band, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, him and Junior Wells.
Yeah.
I remember Junior Wells' little suitcase. He had a harmonica in it, an old sandwich and a pair of underpants.
Three essentials.
Anyway, this song is called I Can't Hold On Much Longer. Oh, yeah.
You know I'm just crazy about you, baby. Wonder do you ever think of me?
That's Muddy.
You know I'm
Yeah.
crazy about you, baby, about you. Don't care nothing in the
Well.
world for me. Well, I
Can't sleep at night, I just can't nap through the day. Can't hold on much longer, Lord.
living just the way. You know I'm crazy about you.
And the drummer.
Wonder do you
Backwards.
ever think of me?
Works though.
You know I'm in love with you, darling, but you don't care nothing in the world for me.
So, keeping up with brilliant music, that was,
Little Walter.
yeah, little Walter Jacobs.
That's
Or
right.
Little Jacob Walter.
Either one.
Okay.
He
But
answers
the-
the phone.
Okay.
This is the Ronnie Wood Show, playing you a little bit of something else.
Straighten your back, look. Yeah.
Anything Alive. Beautiful, beautiful. She used to be on the same label as the Small Faces.
Immediate. Yeah.
Immediate, that's right, with Andrew Oldham.
Yeah. My new ex-pal, my new pal, we're friends again.
Oh, good.
I said, the money's gone. I sent him an email. I said, I'd like to bury the hatchet, this time not in your head. Hey.
Moving right along. A little bit of tambourine and chains, as Max said.
That's what I heard. That they were banging the tambourine against the chains which were hanging on the wall. It's a great sound. Unbelievable.
Fantastic. Junior Walker and the All-Stars. He sang, actually, a very moving song called What Does It Take to Win Your Love. Yeah, beautiful sax player.
And the
Mac
great
was
Earl
saying,
Van Dyke on organ. Another organ hero of mine.
The Earl Van Dyke Orchestra. The orchestra, me and Steve Marriott, funny enough, in the 60s, we went to watch them when the Motown Review came over. We saw them at the Hammersmith Odeon.
Right.
And I remember the tambourine player with Earl Van Dyke was so enigmatic. I was like drawn to him. I thought, that's the greatest tambourine playing I've ever heard. We've come to the end of the show, and I'd like to thank Mac for being my guest today. It's been brilliant having you on.
Hey, I don't think so. I mean, what I mean is when I say I don't think so, you played a track from my album. Thank you for that. Let's play a track from your album that I'm on.
Well, actually, the two of us, apart from things like Breathe On Me, which we love, and Mystifies Me from going back. But one of the new album,
Yeah, it's called I Don't Think So, and I haven't heard this for a while.
Okay, and in the end, it's goodbye from him.
That's goodbye from me. And goodbye from us.
She said, fall, fall, fall.
Yeah.
I said, baby, well, I don't think so. Oh, yeah. I said, try me, not find me. I don't think so.
Good. Hey.
I said, excuse me, now push me. I don't think so. Well, I don't think so. Will you come out with me? I don't think so. She said, I don't think so.
Hey, boys, help me get this stuff together with you.